Well, hello, Commanders. Uncle Jay here. We are back in Space Engineers, or almost Space Engineers. Today we're going to do a not so much a workshop review. I'm still finalizing the blueprint, but it's a ship that I built for my UMC Moonbase series playthrough. It's a bigger miner. It's about 95% done. Still some tweaks we need to do to it, but right now we need to go to a new survival world so we can test it in different atmospheres and gravity and whatnot. Even though it was built for the moon. Bloop. All right, let's hit the parking brake. Let's hop on out. Huh. It's yeller. I wonder why it's yeller and not blue, not team blue. All right, so we're going to go into cheat mode. Let's spawn in said ship. The large hydrogen miner 4. And this is going to be prototype 3. I've done 3 iterations of this. And we're on the moon, so we're just gonna drop it in. And yeah. Don't panic, commanders. Don't panic. So the little changes I've made since Proto 1. I moved the drills out 1 so I could put conveyor swords behind each drill to make sure we suck them off. So that way material doesn't stay stuck in the drills. It fills the cargo containers first, which makes use of the event controller. That's it. So testing with this full, it will hold its own upside down on its side and pointing straight down on the moon, which yeah. So when I built this to be over engineered, which is very easy to do in creative, but experience, let's just grab some stones so that way we can always drop it off. And if we need any ice and whatnot, I'll just spawn it in. Now, you guys may have noticed it's only 3 instead of 4 drills. It didn't look right with 4 drills. And also, you notice one is kind of offset in. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it yet, but it really goes with the theme of the ship and the shape. So that's why I'm keeping it. So let's just go ahead and let's just load up with some ore. It takes a little bit longer than using 4 drills and with 2 extra car containers from the large hydrogen miner 2 and 3. Well, 2 is the original, 3 is just the updated version, which I never got around to finishing that blueprint, finalizing it. I need to do that. So all this will go into the UMC Collection, by the way, in case you're wondering, which I will leave a link down below. And by the time this video is posted, blueprint for this should also be available. Now, why am I not getting both bars? Let's check our inventory, make sure connector's full. That's so okay. All these are full. And if you notice, the yellow light is on. So if we come here and we unload, we have 5 on each side. The yellow light has gone off. And then there's a red light, and that is for our hydrogen. I have one for 50%, 25%, and then 10% turns the red light on and then sends off an alarm. I might get rid of the 50% one for something else, because I do have a beacon with a timer set up for a distress signal with okay, that did go off. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I've already tested this in low gravity. It works in low gravity. It works in space. Now, we have 2 oxygen tanks. We only need 1. But for symmetry and Rebel, I used 2. Also, we have maybe 3 too many gyros, even 4 too many gyros. There's 10 gyros on this. It could easily 8 or 6 should be more than enough. They're buried really deep inside. I'd have to take the ship apart to get to them, but I am thinking about taking 4 out. But you know what? I could also just turn them down like I have been to 50%. And 50% with the 10 gyros is more than enough even fully loaded. So I'm thinking we definitely need to take out 4 gyros. It's just they're buried. They're buried deep inside in different places. I think there's some up top I could probably get to easily. So yeah, I think that is something I still need to update. So let's go to the Earth-like planet and do some testing. All right. So like I said, this was not built for atmosphere, but you notice it does have an air vent and also has 2 parachutes. At the time I just kind of wanted some kind of, maybe use it as an emergency escape vehicle. If you're parked on one of the Betsies and being transported and you need to use it as a lifeboat, you can jump in and escape, right? So that's kind of my reasoning behind that. So empty, let's leave that up. Empty, we can point straight down. It will hold its own. Upside down, we can hold our own. Empty. On our side, we can hold our own. Empty on atmosphere. Like I said, this was not built for atmosphere, but if it can hold its own on the atmosphere, let's I'm not going to get ice, because we want to be able to empty this without having to redo everything. And I also redid G menus, and I'm still not happy with them. So let's go ahead and let's fill up with stone, and we also want to keep an eye on our hydrogen. I want to actually run this down all the way to below 10% on the hydrogen to check our work, make sure everything works. Let's just go ahead and get some stone. Also, we need to test if this will fit in its own hole with the 3 drill situation going on, because I honestly don't know. I haven't tested that yet.
Objective complete.
All right. We are full, but I want to keep going to see if we can fit in our own hole, which I think we can. See, using 3 drills, it's definitely a little bit slower drilling, but I mean, this is where aesthetics and function kind of collide. You gotta pick the happy medium. So yeah, I mean, it will fit in its own hole. It's tight. It's definitely tight. So, oh, okay. So we definitely are feeling the weight. So, let's check our inventory. Cockpit's full. Connectors, all those are full. Okay, we're completely out of ice. The drills are not. We put the drills on inventory. I usually don't like putting the drills on inventory, but for the sake of testing, we need to see that they are full. Hold on. No, not frills. We want drills. No. Okay, I did put them in the inventory. Oh, did we get the hydrogen 50%? Okay, we got that warning. Good. Inventory. Okay, so the drills we are full as full can be. This ship is completely full. Like I said, I overbuilt this for production and speed. I mean, we're barely lifting, but we are lifting. So how about going straight down? Okay, we're sinking straight down. Let's roll. Okay. Oh, did I turn damage off? I did not turn damage off, so we need to be a little bit careful. Maybe we should do that. Let's turn off damage. Global permission. All right, we are at 27. Let's go down to 25. Okay, hydrogen at 25%. Let's start dumping. Let's start dumping ore. Now I know upside down we will also sink. So I'm not going to do that test. But we are going to go to the alien planet because that is the high G. See, this is what I like. I like to properly test all my blueprints before posting them. So it's survival ready, vanilla DLC. Here we are on the alien planet. This is what we call high G testing. It feels about the same. Let's. Oh yeah, we're definitely So this is where we come up with our rating numbers. I know on 1G we can do fully overload it, and we'd be okay. So what about, let's try to stay level as possible. Let's grab some rock. I never liked how shiny the rock on the alien planet was. It's always like it's got a layer of slime to it or something, right? I wonder if I should set up an event controller for 50% cargo. Maybe? I mean, we could. We got the slots on the broadcast controller, right? Let's check. Why? Oh, because we're dumping it as soon as we... Dumbass. Dumbass. Even though I didn't see them dropping out. Now, I'm not crazy about the ejectors being so far forward, but on the other ship, they're also far forward, so... It is what it is. Where are we on cargo? This is taking a while. Yeah, so only having 3 drills instead of 4 is definitely a punishment. It's definitely a negative. And the one being inset like that is definitely affecting performance. But like I said, I'm choosing aesthetics on this one over practicality, which is, I think it's a mistake, but we're going to go with it. I think it's a mistake. Is this rock just harder? I mean, we're on the alien planet, right? And where are we on cargo? We are still... See, cockpit. Okay, that didn't go off. Why didn't it go off saying we're full? Right? That's full, that's full. It didn't, the broadcast controller didn't go off. Is the yellow light on? We have 1 medium cargo. No. Output action slot 1. Light. Warning yellow. That's not on. Why didn't the event controller go off? That worked. Why did the event controller not turn on? I mean, we're full. We are full on the alien planet and we're still holding our own. I did not build this for high G, and I definitely overbuilt this. I'm actually quite happy. Now, I'm not expecting this to stay upright when we go to point down. I mean, we're sinking, but it's not catastrophic. Okay. All right. How about side test? Okay. All right. And then we have, yeah, we did that. So what about pointing straight up? I haven't done any of these tests pointing straight up. I think that's an axis I keep missing. I think that's acceptable. I think that is totally acceptable, commanders. All right, so yeah, I know this isn't real entertaining. I mean, it's methodical. We're testing. Okay, commanders, we are completely full, and this time the cargo capacity light did go off. I'll hit the enter button. You guys can see it, but there was a major lag between when the containers were full and when that went off. In fact, I think one of the things we're going to do is we're going to adjust that to 90% to make up that difference. I think there seems to be some kind of lag. So instead of waiting for the hydrogen to fail, I'm going to turn off the thrusters. Also, I put the parachutes down to 800 meters instead of 1,000. And of course, I kind of went a little too high. But that's okay. It means we will get up to terminal velocity a lot quicker. So let's completely overfull on the alien planet, way beyond design specs. Definitely a little too overbuilt. Okay, there's the parachutes. Let's check our speed. Let's see, 1940, 1935, 1930. Can we get to 19? 19. What is minimum damage velocity? I don't know. I should have kept that up. I think we were at 18 something. And I think that is F7, F8. Slow that down. Come on. Where are we at here? Oh, I hate that. I really hate that. I wish there was an option to turn those off. I don't see any damage. I think that is our safety systems are more than acceptable to handle that kind of emergency. So let's go back to the creative world where I built this, and then we're going to change a few things up. All right, see you guys in a bit. Okay, here we are in the world that I built this in, and as you can see, we have a couple ships floating around. In fact, this is the Large Hydrogen Miner 3, which is the updated version of number 2 here. And like I said, this is the 4. It's not so much, it's not meant to replace it. It's just a different version, a bigger version. It's not meant for direct replacement. So this should be 1, that should be 4 Proto 1. This should be 4 Proto. As you can see, it's kind of different stages, different ideas. So, all right, so this is the Proto 3, the one we were just on the alien planet using. So let's, we need to find those 2 gyros, right? And I think they're under here. Yes, they are. They're under here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, let's take those out. So we want actually, let's go to control. No, automation. They're under automation. This one right here. Okay, let's grab the colors we're using. And we're just going to use the regular. Let's put those there. Put those there. And then event controller, and then tank. Let's put the oxygen tanks. I mean, really, we only need 1. We really only need 1, but for aesthetics, I mean, I just can't put just 1 in. I just can't do it. Okay, now let's turn that around. Yeah, for aesthetic reasons, I just can't do one. It like I said, you, you gotta make sacrifices sometimes. Redundancy? Let's go with redundancy. All right. So here we go. All right. Tank. All right. So we're gonna go with O1. I could do left and right or port and starboard, but you know what? We're just gonna do O1, O2. Large hydrogen miner 4. Oxy. Tanks. Save. Okay. Now let's go to our gyros. Which ones got eliminated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. I was afraid I was gonna have to renumber those because that would drive me crazy if it was like 1, 2, and then like 5, 6, 7. That would have drove me nuts. Everything in its place. Of course, if you saw what my room in my workshop looked like, you would be like, "How the hell can you be that anal with this stuff?" All right, so I think this one we might take away. So let's go with 05, 06. It helps keep everything in order. All right, we can minimize this. We have a timer block. Okay, timers. Let's make sure these are all okay. 0 and 6. You might think, okay, that's a lot of timers. You're not using them, but you know what? Some people like to do startup and shut down sequences on one timer. So I'm giving you that option. Help wait on has to turn the beacon on and off. I think I'm going to use the event controller for that and set it up to. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Event. Let's go with damage / help. Do I want to capitalize the H? Yes, I do. Okay, so let's go with block integrity. Let's go with equal or greater to. Let's go with 40%. 41%. Why not? And that's a good question. Do I just select everything? No. I guess you can't select light armor blocks, right? Okay, I didn't think about this. What if we do the drills? What if we do not the event controllers, gyroscopes? Let's see. What if we do cab, connectors, cargo containers, generators? Let's see. What else could we add? Thrusters. Let's add in all the thrusters. Things that would make the ship unflyable, right? Connector, small conveyors, our hydrogen tanks. I'm not going to add the oxygen. So now here's the question. Do I do end so they all have to be damaged? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking that should be a no. All right, let's set up actions. Broadcast controller. Hold on. What message is the broadcast controller? K. Broadcast controller. So message 5. Send help. Okay. Event. Set up actions. Broadcast controller, transmit message 5. And then we want to start timer. Go to number 2. Trigger now. Also, toggle 3. Let's go to broadcast controller. Send GPS. Right? Send GPS. I think that's that way. It puts the GPS up there. Yeah. I think that's a plan. And then we have it turn on the projector. No, I don't think we will. All right, let's turn that off the terminal. Let's turn that off the terminal. This one I might change, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it for right now. We're just going to leave it. And then let's change the event controller for cargo full. Let's drop that down to 90% since there seems to be a lag between when the cargo is full and whatnot. And then let's go with light warning yellow. Let's bump up the intensity and radius all the way. And then the same with the red. Let's do that just to make sure that that is all lit up. And then you guys can see the lights, like the nav lights and everything are labeled. Are they blinking? Okay, yes, they are blinking. What else did I want to change? We took out the extra gyros. I mean, we still feel good even at 50%. I'm going to leave it at 50%. So let's go to tab here. This one turns on the help. We have a remote control. I have it set up basically. I have some basic stuff on it, but it's not fully set up. I wonder if I should do that. Okay, let's go to groups. Parachutes. Open and close. Gyros. Should we do up and down on the gyros? Let's put that there. Let's decrease power. Increase power, and then the remote, let's just put that under control. Okay, projector needs to get turned off. First of all, need to turn that off, and I need to load the projector. I haven't loaded the projector yet, so that is a thing that we definitely should do. All right, so off. Let's start with those turned off. See, I could take out the rear connector because the reason why I wanted this to replace the other one, because the other one only had a rear connector. I wanted a lower connector so you could come in, dock real quick, and undock. With a rear connector, you gotta back up, line up. I could remove the rear connector from this setup. There's several ways I could set this toolbar up, because if I look at this toolbar, right, compared to this one, that's not what I want to do. Oh, this one doesn't have anything on it. I never finished that. Give me... Oh, this one has all the drills taken off of it. Come on, give me one that's complete. That hasn't been stripped. Here we go. This one, I see we have the drills. We have thrusters, stockpile. Number 7 is for the waste. They're all in one group. And then the backup camera. So as you see, this one's a lot more simpler. And then everything else is on number 2. ours, we have cameras. This doesn't. This only has one camera in the rear, and it doesn't have that lower connector. So we have extra. We have extra things, right? I could set that one up like this one, but I just feel like, where are we? Here we are. I feel like it's just not doing it justice, right? So let's come here. Uh, let's do a K. This is going to be Proto 4 now. All right. Let's do a Control B. All right. Now let's go back to Large Hydra Minor 4, and we need to take out. Make sure these all say prototype on them. Okay. So when I go to create it, we're going to take the prototype out. So it'll just be Large Hydra Minor 4-04. I think it's ready. I just need to come up with a thumbnail for the episode and a thumbnail for the blueprint itself. All right. I mean, I'm happy. I don't think we need to test it anymore. I was not expecting it to perform on the alien planet at all whatsoever. I was actually quite very shocked. Very overbuilt. I usually try to balance it a little bit more, but this one was overbuilt on purpose. Because I built this here in this world. In a creative. So, all right, commanders, let me know what you think down below. And like I said, by the time I publish this, the blueprint should be on the workshop. If it's not, I'm a freaking slacker. So until next time, fly safe, 07, all that fun stuff.